Chapter 19. The story of how I came to Earth, alone, freezing half to death in your extraordinary snow, began 4 years ago, when I was nearly 8. As I have explained, I was already nearing the end of my period of formal education, school, you can call it. There were maybe 20 of us visiting the Earth Zone, led by our teacher, Mr. Park, who at 30 was one of the oldest people I knew. Of course, I had no idea then that I would be back in Earth Zone a few years later. No, not as a visitor, but as a liberator, feeling, feeling an exhibit from this prison. We walked in silence on the enclosed hallway, several meters above the ground, viewing with an astonishment the landscape below us. The grass and bushes were unkempt and shaggy, pale, fluffy animals with our legs and dark faces ate the grass. That was most interesting. There were no real birds. The Earth Zone is entirely closed by an unseen quantoplasmic force field. Real birds would simply fly into the force field and be killed. Instead, mechanical birds flitted here and there and even made high-pitched noises, just like it said. Their counterparts on the real Earth. My companion Avi nudged nudged me and pointed to another smaller animal that was coming towards us beneath the walkway. Waving its tail, dog, she said, trying her hardest to speak English, the most popular language on earth. I was transfixed as it got nearer. Some of my classmates shrank away even though we were well shielded from it by the height of the walkway. Dangerous creatures, the same as wolves. They do not clear up their own bodily waste. They are kept in human homes, said Mr. Park. And everybody around me shook their heads at the strange and filthy habits that on the earth people had in homes. Mother Avie disapprovingly. Perhaps it was just me. It seemed like it might be rather nice to share your home with one of these friendly-looking creatures with the waving tails. But I said nothing, of course. This is the Earth Zone, Northern Zone, said Mr. Park. It is a recreation of parts of Earth Zone common north of their equator, especially the land masses they call Europe and North America. As Mr. Park droned out, we carried on walking, and the dog followed below us. Evie and I were back back of our line, and nobody else was looking. See her Ian, it like you, said Evie quietly so that Mr. Park would not hear. The dog came closer. Its tail was much hairier and longer than mine, and it waved from side to side quickly. The line of students stopped while Mr. Park pointed to some clumps of twigs in the trees that the robotic birds had put there to sleep in and lay eggs, fake, naturally. We shall now proceed through to the human being area, where right now it is winter. You may experience sensations of considerable cold. Do not be alarmed. It is not dangerous. Can anybody tell me what happens in winter? Evie put her hand up. Water freeze, sir. Very good. Anything else? What falls from the sky? Birds, sir? No, Evie. Not birds, but frozen. He felt the question hanging. Alien? Water, sir? Snow, sir? Indeed, snow. Nothing naturally on our planet since the last frozen period. Here, it is recreated artificially. Stay in your pairs. We will be encountering human beings. They are quite safe. Do not approach them. However, and in the unlucky event that they approach you, simply walk away. Is that understood? We all murmured, yes, sir, and follow Mr. Park to the edge of the northern zone and through the tunnel to the human being area. This is where I had an encounter that 4 years later led me to being on Earth.